We discussing our third lecture on the of fuel, on which we study the different analysis of coal, that is ultimate analysis or proximate analysis, and the measuring calorific value by bomb calorimeter or theoretical method. Okay, we start our first point, that is the analysis of coal, in which firstly we use the ultimate analysis method. Through ultimate analysis method, we measure the composition of carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, sulfur and oxygen present in fuel. First one, carbon and hydrogen, in which percentage of carbon or hydrogen is measured by use 1 to 2 gram of coal sample, burn it in current of oxygen, and in which carbon and hydrogen converted into carbon dioxide and water, that is H2O, in which present of KOH, which is present upper side, which absorb carbon dioxide, and CaCl2, which is present upper side of this process, which absorb H2O, and it in the weight of increasing of KOH tube and the increasing weight of CaCl2 tube will help to measure the percentage of carbon and hydrogen. Okay, the formula used for carbon percentage of carbon is increase in weight of KOH tube into 12 into 100 upon weight of coal sample, which is taken we firstly, that is into 44. And the formula used for measuring percent of hydrogen is increasing in weight of CaCl2 tube into 2 into 100 upon weight of coal sample into 100. The second composition we measure through ultimate analysis is the nitrogen, in which 1 gram of coal sample heated with concentrated H2SO4 along with K2SO4. This is called as a Kejeldar flask, in which this process is done. After the solution absorbed by the volume of standard acid solution, and the volume of acid which is used for this method is calculated, and this is used the volume or volume of acid used for this process is calculated, and through this we calculate the percentage of nitrogen. The percentage of nitrogen for calculating formula is used volume of acid used into normality into 1.4 upon weight of coal taken. Okay, third composition is sulfur. For sulfur, uh, mass of coal is used taken, and it is burned in coal uh, bomb calorimeter. After uh, process of bomb calorimeter, sulfur is converted into sulfate, and washing are treated with barium chloride solution. When barium sulfate is precipitated, this precipitate is filtered, washed and heated to constant weight, and through this we can measure the percentage of sulfur. And for the measuring of percentage of sulfur, we use the formula weight of BaSO4 obtained into 32 into 100 upon weight of coal sample taken in bomb into 233. Okay, third fourth one is ash content. This ash content is measured through proximate analysis, which we discuss later, and the percentage of oxygen, which is measured by the 100 minus percentage of carbon plus hydrogen plus sulfur plus ash is the this calculation or this formula give the percentage of oxygen. Okay, these are the four composition we can calculate through ultimate analysis method. Second method is the proximate analysis method, through which we can measure the uh, moisture content, volatile matter, ash content, and carbon content. Okay, first we discuss the method used to measure the moisture content. Okay, in which for measuring moisture content we take the 1 gram of uh, 1 gram of coal sample, which uh, which can be crucible, is placed inside a electric hot air oven to temperature 105 to 110 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. And after this process completed, we use the formula, which is percentage of moisture. Calculating is loss in weight of coal upon total weight of coal into 100. Second constituent use measure in analysis of coal in proximate analysis method is volatile matter, in which the coal sample, after the first process of moisture measuring, it is burned to 925 degrees Celsius up for 7 minutes. After this process completed, loss in volatile matter is calculated, and the formula used for volatile matter percentage is equal to loss in weight due to removal of volatile matter upon weight of coal sample taken into 100. Third constituent, that is ash, that can be calculated through proximate analysis method, in which we use after the second process, that is volatile matter, calculating this coal sample uh, covered with lead in a muffle burner near about 700 degrees Celsius for half hour, that is 30 minutes. After this process, heating, cooling, and weighted is repeated till a constant weight is observed. And after this weight constant observed, we can calculate the percentage of ash, and formula for percentage of ash is weight of ash left upon weight of coal taken into 100. After that, we measure the fixed carbon percent present in it. Formula for measuring carbon percentage is 100 minus percentage of moisture, volatile matter plus ash. Okay, this is the two method of analyzing of coal, that is proximate and ultimate. Second point is our bomb calorimeter. Okay, this bomb calorimeter is used to measure the calorific value of solid and liquid fuels, in which the working is done the known mass of near about 0.5 to 1 gram of fuel taken in crucible, that is present in our diagram. A fine magnesium wire touching the fuel sample is then stretched across the electrode. The bomb lid is tightly screwed and bomb filled with oxygen to 25 atmospheric pressure. The bomb is then lowered into copper calorimeter containing a known mass of water. The stirrer is worked and an initial temperature of the water is noted. The electrodes are then connected to 6-volt battery and circuit completed. The sample burns and heat is liberated. An uniform stirring of water is continued and the maximum temperature attained is recorded. This is the working process to measuring the calorific value through bomb calorimeter. Okay. Next one point in bomb calorimeter is the how to calculate the calorific value. For measuring calorific value, we use the formula, which is the formula for measuring calorific value uh, through calorific through bomb calorimeter is the capital W plus W into in bracket T2 minus T1, that is rise in temperature upon x, in which capital W indicate the mass of water in the calorimeter. Small w is used to water equivalent in gram of calorimeter, stirrer, thermometer, and bomb. Its T1 is the initial temperature, T2 is the final temperature, and L is the higher calorific value in fuel. The For measuring the lower calorific value, formula is HCV, that is the higher calorific value minus latent heat of water formed. This is the formula for measuring the calorific value through bomb calorimeter. Our next point is theoretical method to measuring calorific value. Okay, in which the calorific value can be approximately compared by noting the amount of constituents of the fuel. The higher calorific value of the sum of the cheap constituent fuel are tabulated below, in which the hydrogen of 1% of hydrogen gives the 34,500 calorific value. 1% of carbon gives 8,080 kilocalorie per kilogram HV. Sulfur, 1% of sulfur gives 2,240 kilocalorie per kilogram. Okay, the formula according to the Dalton's formula, the after theoretical method for measuring calorific value, after knowing the hydrogen, carbon, sulfur, and oxygen percentage, we use the formula, that is 1 upon 100 in bracket 8,080 into percentage of carbon plus 34,500 in bracket H minus, H means percentage of hydrogen minus percentage of oxygen upon 8 bracket complete plus 2,240 into percentage of sulfur. This is the formula used for HCV through theoretical method, and the LCV or the lower calorific value through theoretical method. uh, Theoretical method is calculated by HCV, means higher calorific value minus 0.09 H means percentage of hydrogen into 587. This is the formula used for measuring lower calorific value through theoretical method. Okay, here we stop.